Yo, how are you feeling today, bro? I want you to be genuinely honest. Like, I actually really care about you. I know this is all just internet shit, and you're seeing me through a screen, through pixels. I don't know what you're going through right now in your life. I don't know what shit you're dealing with, but I genuinely care. I really do, because I know how, especially as a man, how pressurizing and how honestly just painful life can be as a man sometimes. I understand the mind fuckery that goes on in a masculine man's life, but that doesn't mean that it has to stay like that. That doesn't mean that it has to, wow. See, the gods are hearing me speak. The rainbows come out. So does the sunshine. So I've just got all the power. But yeah, genuinely put in the comments below, how are you feeling? Let's be authentic with each other, just as I am with you all the time. I tell you when I'm having my shit days. I tell you when I'm going through my shit. I want you boys to do the same, okay? We're here for each other. That's what it's about. We're brotherhoods. We're both men, so we understand a man's mind. We understand what we go through. So why not? Let's fucking talk about each other. Down below in the comments. Now, I don't know if you boys remember, I used to come to this exact spot actually with a little yellow rented bike, okay, that I always talk to you boys about. So in my city in Manchester, there are these bikes that you have to scan your phone on or scan your card on. Obviously, you can use Apple Pay on your phone, and you can rent a bike for however long you want, and it's about £2 an hour to rent these bikes, right? So when you tap your card and you pay for it, it unlocks the bike. There's like a little lock on the back of the seat, unlocks the bike. You can get on it and you can start pedaling, and you can just do that for as long as you want. Now, obviously, because the universe loves me, and I always get pretty much everything I want just given to me like that. I find these little rented hire bikes everywhere through the city, unlocked sometimes, right? The girl that I'm seeing at the moment, we have this kind of inside joke that I just manifest these bikes unlocked out of. And it's very rare for you to find these bikes unlocked, by the way. And I'll just be walking down the street and be like, oh, there's one. I remember this one time I was cycling on my little hire bike that I found unlocked, and she was like, oh, I want one too. I was like, okay, watch this. I'm gonna fucking manifest one, just jokingly, right? Went around the corner and there was another one unlocked. And I was like, there you go. It's just stupid, bro. The universe just gives me everything. Now, the point being is those bikes that I was using when they were unlocked, when I'm finding these bikes unlocked, obviously I'm just on it, bro. My inner council estate comes out, opportunist. I'm on it, I'm off, let's go. I'm free bike for a bit, you know, until I lose it, until someone steals it off me. Because it's kind of like a GTA server. Everyone just looks out for these bikes and just robs them off of each other, and you just get a free bike for however long. So I made the most of it every time I find these bikes. But technically they are stolen. You haven't paid for it, and you are riding around on transport that is owned by a company, and you're using it for free, where you should be paying for it. So technically I'm riding around on stolen goods. Obviously this is all for entertainment purposes. If any of the police are watching, this is not actually real. I'm just telling a nice entertaining story, okay? So hypothetically, when I'm on these stolen bikes and I'm riding around on these bikes, they are stolen. I'm committing a crime in that sense, right? Hypothetically, of course, because I'd never actually do this. Now, this one time I was on a coaching call with this guy, and at the end of the call, we're just rounding up to the end of the call, we're just saying our goodbyes and stuff and thank you and all that kind of stuff. And I was doing this particular call on one of these stolen rented bikes. I was just riding around the block over and over again, talking to the guy, riding the bike with one hand, talking to the guy on the call, and just giving him advice as I was doing it. So I went back towards the street that I live on. I parked the bike up just randomly on the street as I said goodbye to this guy, you know, thank you for your time, blah, blah, blah. And I noticed in the corner of my eye, as I'm saying goodbye to this guy, a police car pulls up in front of me, just parks right in front of me, on the curb, on the pavement next to me, right? Or on the sidewalk if you're American. And then these two police officers get out, quite obese, not to be disrespectful. There you go. Just to describe them, just so you get a picture of the situation, right? It's two obese police officers get out of the car, and then they just stand in front of me like this, trying to act like the big men, right? Trying to carpet holders, trying to puff themselves out. It's just pure fat, mate. I don't know what you're trying to do. Anyway, they're standing in front of me, both of them, and I'm just completely ignoring them. I can see them, obviously. It's pretty fucking obvious. He's right in front of me. But I'm like this, just talking to the guy. Like, yeah, see you later, bro. My heart's kind of pounding at this point. I'm like, fuck, what's going on? What have I done wrong? have I stolen a sandwich from the co-op? Like, what the fuck's going on? So I say goodbye to the guy. Bro, this is my life. How fucking mad is this shit? What other self-improvement YouTuber just goes, like, I'm on a business coaching call trying to give a guy life advice while I'm about to get arrested by the police, bro. What the fuck is this? So I'm saying goodbye, trying to hide the camera from the police car. Bro, it's so stupid. And then I'm like, okay, put the phone away. I'm like, all right, officers. And then they go, where have you found this bike? Like, I was completely polite and respectful. Like, all right, officers, good energy, you know what I mean? And they're like, where have you found this bike? I was like, oh, I can't remember, you know, I think I found it outside my gym or something. I didn't, that's a complete lie. I found it just on the fucking street in the city centre. But I said, I found it outside the gym. It's the first thing that came to my mind, so I just said that. And they're like, okay, you do know you're riding on stolen goods? Or no, they said, have you paid for it first? And I was like, nah, I just found it. I didn't know you had to pay for these things. I was acting completely dumb. Again, this is all hypothetical. This is entertainment purposes only. If any police are watching this, entertainment purposes only. I'm just telling a nice fictional story. So they were like, okay, have you paid for it? I was like, nah, I just found it. I don't know. I didn't think you had to pay for these things. I was acting completely dumb as if I didn't really know what the bikes were about. I was very well aware. And then they said, okay, you're technically riding on stolen goods, so we're gonna have to detain you. I was like, right, okay. No problem. I'll get off the bike. You know, they were fucking checking it out, checking the little light out and stuff on it, making sure that, I don't know what they were doing. But anyway, they were checking the bike out. So one guy gets his little notepad out, fucking fat fuck, gets his notepad out. I was being so polite and everything. I was like, oh, listen, lads, I do apologise for any inconvenience. I didn't mean to, you know, waste your time or nothing. I don't really know what's going on. I thought these bikes were just available to pick up. I didn't really know how they worked. I'm sorry, I'm kind of new to it. So polite, bro. My social skills are on point. There's a lesson in this, believe me. Takes out his notepad and he starts, what's your details? Where'd you live? I was literally around the corner from my house. I was 30 seconds away. I was like, there, bro. That's where I live. Fucking dickhead. I didn't say that, but you know what I mean? I was thinking, oh, you're a fucking cunt, bro. You're doing this because you're getting this power-hungry, like... So many police officers have this power-hungry, like, authority thing, and they want to big their egos up, and, you know... Dickheads, bro. Anyway, taking down my details, searched me, took my phone off, and I was like, bro, if you take my fucking phone, looking at it, what the fuck, what are you looking at? What's going to be on there? You know, he's checking my socks and shit. Where I live is a very rough area, so there's a lot of scrotes about, a lot of dickheads about, basically. Drug dealers, that kind of thing. It's a very rough area. And naturally, if they've been around there before, I understand why they are profiling me in this way. I wasn't dressed in any, like, this is a bit of more of a dodgy look, obviously. Clearly, I would understand if I looked like this. I was dressed quite nice that day. I was just in my gym clothes or something. And yeah, they're searching me down, patting me down, taking my phone off me and shit. Proper, like, you know, in the middle of the street, I had lads going past that knew me from the estate. Yes, Luke, you all right, bro? Just as I'm getting detained and searched in the street. Everyone's used to it around here. It's funny as fuck, bro. I got the little kids that know me as well. Like, they're riding around on the back. Yes, Luke, you all right, bro? It's like, I'm just being searched by the feds. No one cares. Everyone's used to it. And, yeah, so he takes my details. And I'm basically just as polite as possible, respectful as possible. I'm not a dickhead like most of the guys around here probably would have been in that situation. Oh, you fucking pigs, fucking feds, whatever. I didn't raise my voice. I was completely respectful. I was using the principles of the book, How to Win Friends and Influence People, right? Put yourself in their shoes, put yourself in their perspective. They're just doing the job, right? They, basically, the bike that I was on, if it's been unlocked and it's not paid for, there's a red light on the back of the bike, the brake light, and it flashes red. It's to notify the police if it's been stolen. I had no idea of this, right? Obviously now I'm aware, but yeah, so that's how they found me. They were probably riding down the street and they saw the bike, and obviously I was just stopped in the middle of the street. The bike red light was flashing. They knew that it was stolen, so they came over and stopped me. They're just doing their job. I have no qualms about that at all. It was my own fault. Obviously, I'm well aware of the consequences, so there's no point in me acting like a dickhead in that situation. Now, they did say, you know, we're going to have to detain you. They're probably going to find me or some shit. However, I seen the moment that this police officer's mind just kind of switched, and he was kind of like, you know what? Let me just let this guy go. And it's because of two principles here, right? Number one is an understanding of other people's perspectives. I think a lot of us sometimes, we're getting so caught up in our own lives and our own minds and our own problems, we forget that other people are actually real people too. We just subconsciously see everyone else as just robots that have no emotions. We don't really care. We're not really consciously thinking about other people too often, are we? That's number one. I put myself in his shoes and I said something along the lines of like, listen, lads, I understand you're just doing your job. I don't mind if you guys want to find me or if you want to, whatever you want to do. Like, obviously, I completely understand. I just want to let you know I was completely unaware. I didn't mean to, you know, waste your time or cause an inconvenience here. I wasn't aware that it was stolen. I just found it and I thought you could just get on it. I was completely unaware that you had to unlock it and pay for it. I was playing stupid, right? I was playing dumb. Excuse me. And then I said, obviously, yeah, the perspective thing, put myself in his shoes, understand he's just doing his job. I said that to him, listen, lads, I understand you're just doing your job. There's no negativity here, you know. I'm so polite and respectful, using my manners, everything, mate. I was on it, right? And number two is just genuine, just respect. social skills, just being able to talk, being able to not panic under pressure. My heart was pounding fast, bruv. Do you know what I mean? It was fucking, I'm not gonna lie to you, I was terrified, I was shit scared, bro. I felt my legs shaking. I was standing there like this, and my legs were fucking shaking. I was like, I've never really been in a situation like that before. Obviously, I've been stopped by the police before. When I was younger in high school, I was quite a ruffian, I guess you could say. But yeah, anyway, it was still quite like, just naturally, it was just fear-inducing, right? But being able to stay calm under pressure, being able to control your voice and the way you speak, and not allowing your emotions to dictate your actions, because naturally, if I was scared, I might have responded with anger, or with like this, oh, fuck off, defensiveness, because I'm acting out of fear. You know, like an animal does when it gets scared, it either runs away, or it acts with extreme aggression. And so if you just control that, and you keep it level-headed, you keep it positive, you keep it respectful, you are very, very powerful. That's a dark psychology secret, and it clearly works, but I've just proven it. So, yeah, the social skills, the respect. Brother, excuse me. You're going to have to excuse me, mate. I'm not feeling very good. And, yeah, he basically said, okay, listen, we're going to let you off this one time because you were polite and respectful to us, and we don't think you're actually intentionally riding around stolen. I was. I knew exactly what I was doing. Hypothetically, of course, entertainment purposes only. But yeah, he basically said, we're going to let you go, we're going to let you off. Just for the future, make sure you don't ride around on the bikes that have the flashing red lights. I was like, okay, thank you so much, bro, I appreciate that. Listen, I don't want to waste your time or nothing. Bam, bam, bam. He said, okay. We kind of had a little laugh about it at the end as well. Like, don't worry, I won't be doing that again. You know what I mean? I will. But anyway, we had a little laugh about it. And yeah, that was it. They took the bike, they tried to put it in the boot, it didn't fit in the boot, and they just left it on the street. So I technically could have just gone back and got it again, but I didn't. I learnt my lesson, don't worry. I thought they might have set me up and baited me to see if I got back on it again, but I will let that one slide. But yeah, they basically went on the way and I got off scot-free. No fine, they didn't take me away, nothing. No consequences at all. Just went straight home and ate some food. I told my mum, I was like, Mum, I just got stopped by the police. She's like, what the fuck, what have you been up to? But yeah, point being is if you can maintain this level of respect and positivity and also an understanding of someone else's perspective, you can get yourself out of a lot of tricky situations. Again, another story I want to tell you just briefly. There was this time I was walking down the street with my ex-girlfriend, now my ex-girlfriend, and we used to live literally around the corner from each other. So I would walk her, we would go for a walk in this park, and as I would walk her back to her house, we'd go past these like strip of shops, these corner shops, and like chippies and stuff like that, like chip shops. And naturally the area is quite rough, so there's these lads and stuff that are riding around, and they're just trying to cause trouble because they're bored on the block, right? And they see me walking back with this girl, and one of them's just saying some disrespectful shit, shouting out, oh, your girl's got a fat ass, or I'd fuck her, or I'd beat your boyfriend up or some shit. Said something like that, like I'm gonna hurt your boyfriend or something. I just kept walking, just whatever. And then this one time he said it again, like he was literally walking past me, staring at me dead in the eyes, making eye contact like that, like giving me a dirty look. And I said, what the fuck are you looking at, bruv? I kind of lost my temper there, right? I let my emotions, because I was pissed off. Like, who the fuck is this scrawny little skinny freak looking at like that? I could cuss you. Anyway, I let my emotions take control of me that day, right? Can you guess what happened? All his boys came, massive commotion. Oh, what the fuck? Oh, come on then, let's one-on-one. I'll fuck you up, blah, blah, blah. Whatever. We're all trading insults and words and screaming at each other and shouting at each other. I had my dog's barking at them all and saying, I'll stab your dog. You know, it's just getting out of control. Now, we naturally just walked away. I was like, all right, fuck it, come on, let's get out of here. Got my girl out of there and walked her back home, and, you know, whatever. That was that day done. Now, the next time I saw them, naturally, the aggression was heightened. They saw me again. They were like, oh, there's that dickhead again. And were like, you know, eyeing me up, giving me dirty looks. And this time, you know what I did? I walked past and said, you're right, bro. And he just walked on. He didn't say anything. And then the next time I saw him, we had a little altercation again. It was nothing too crazy. But I basically just stopped. And there was like literally fucking 8 of them just surrounding me. I was by myself at this point as well with my dog. And I just said to the one guy that was causing all the shit, I said, bro, what are we actually doing this for? Why are we actually beef? I don't even know your name. I don't have any beef with you. I don't care. I'm a fully grown man. I'm not trying to beef, right? I said something along those lines as if like, bro, why are we actually doing this for? Do you know what I mean? Why are we wasting our time with this shit? I don't even know who you are, man. You're probably cool. You're probably a cool guy. I said, you're probably a safe guy, because that's kind of like the slang we use around here for you're just a cool guy, basically. And he was like, yeah, you know what? You're right, bro. Yeah, you're actually safe, you. And then he fist bumped me, and all his mates fist bumped me. Like, safe, bro, safe. Guess what happened? Now they're all my mates. Now I ride around on this block and I see them all, and I'm cool with absolutely everybody. because I've established that rapport of, number one, I'm not to be fucked with emotionally, right? I'm not emotionally reactive and all over the place. I'm stoic. I can control myself. I'm not a fucking child or a woman that's just emotionally reactive, right? And I'm not meaning that in an assaulting way to women. It's just naturally feminine women are more reactive emotionally to situations, right? That's number one. But number two, I'm also just able to speak properly. If you are an individual that gets stuttered on his words, or he gets scared and then he doesn't know what to say, just freezes up, which is what I used to do when I was younger in high school and stuff. I used to just freeze and not say anything and then just result in just punching the guy or something. That doesn't work either. Don't do that. The best thing you can do in any of these situations like this, being stopped by the police, being surrounded by a gang, being in an altercation at the tram stop or something, the amount of shit I've been through, the amount of stories I could tell you boys where I've literally never had to fight anybody in a lot of the situations. I used to fight when I was younger. That's saved that for another day. But from 17 years old onwards, I'm 21 now. Don't even remember the last time I was in a fight. I'm too good at talking my way out of things. I'm too good at getting myself on a level with that person and actually then turning them from an enemy or a potential enemy into a friend, right? I've done that countless times where the person is naturally just at the start, for whatever reason, whether I bumped into him by accident, kicking off and getting all aggressive, and I've just naturally brought the tone down, de-escalated it. The only time you should ever combat aggression with more aggression is if someone's literally physically laid a finger on you. If that's not happened, you should always maintain de-escalating the conflict. Always try and do that, because it's not going to get you anywhere good. I promise you right now, I've been in too many situations where I have escalated the conflict and nothing positive has ever come. I've always regretted it afterwards. Always. It's not good. So try and learn to speak articulately, and also try and learn to get yourself on a level with other people. Put yourself in their shoes. What kind of person are they? Are they just a roadman from the block or a little fucking scrote from the block? Put yourself on their level, you know, speak to them like they would speak to their mates. Get on a level with them. Yes, bro, you're right. Yeah, safe, bro. Yeah, that kind of shit. Just get on a level. You're not faking who you are, but you're just tapping into a different side of yourself. Same with the police. They're just doing the job. Oh, fuck the feds, fuck the pigs. If I was like that, oh, bro, what are you searching me for? What's this for? Why are you stopping me for? I haven't done anything. If I started acting like that, I'm going to get myself arrested. It's just stupid. There's no point. Think, bro. Be smart. You've got your whole life ahead of you. You've got so much ambition and drive and fucking potential. Don't throw that away for some bullshit, for some fucking skinny little scrote on the block. Don't throw it away for some fat fucking police officer that stops you. Don't do it. Always maintain the positive side of you. Always maintain that kind of articulate, being able to talk your way out of situations is a superpower, and practice it. Just practice speaking, practice reading, practice writing. Okay, practice being emotionally unfazed in stressful situations. Go and take cold showers. Go and do push-ups in the rain with no top on. Go and fucking train really hard in the gym, whatever it may be. Go and talk to that girl. Don't freeze, don't stutter. Practice being emotionally unfazed in situations. It's going to help you literally save your life. And I've saved myself from being stabbed. I've saved myself from being fucking overrun by a gang. I've saved myself from countless times just by being able to speak. It is a superpower. So put yourself in their shoes, remain positive, develop your social skills, reap the rewards. Okay, the coaching is down below if you want me to teach you how to do this, so you don't have to waste your time going through the years of hardship and mistakes and just weird moments that I've had to go through myself. You can just save yourself that time and come and talk to me for an hour, and I will literally open your mind to a different perspective that you didn't even consider before. The only reason you are not where you want to be right now is because of a lack of knowledge. It's nothing to do with hard work. It's nothing to do with discipline. It's nothing to do with dedication. You've got all of that. You know you have. You've got ambition. You've got the drive. You know what you want. You've got direction. You just don't have the knowledge to get there. And I can fill in that knowledge gap for you. That is what a very smart investment would be for yourself. You're wondering, like, what should I spend my money on? I'm a young man, got a bit of money, I could spend it on something. What should I spend it on? This kind of shit is what you should spend your money on. Knowledge, networking, filling in those gaps to get you to a place faster than you would have to get there by yourself. This makes sense? Let's keep that in mind, bro, okay? Look after yourself, stay safe, and I'll see you soon. Bye.